Your manager sends you the Excel file every Monday. Same columns, same messy data, same cleaning. And every week you spend 30 minutes doing the exact same task. Remove duplicates, fix dates, delete unnecessary columns, clean text, filter unwanted records, and then next Monday you do it all over again. But what if I told you that you could clean it once and make Excel repeat the entire process for you? That's exactly what Power Query is designed to do. And let me show you that how a data analyst actually uses it. Let's say I'm working with the Superstore sales dataset and I receive the raw file from my manager. My job is not simply to calculate sales, but before I can analyze anything, I need to prepare the data. And here's the problem, data cleaning is repetitive. If you're doing the same cleaning steps manually every single week, you are not really building an analytics process, you are repeating a task. So let's automate it. So what I'm going to do, I'll go to the Excel, I'll go to the data tab, click get data from file from Excel workbook, and then I am going to select the data, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to import this data. So, and we got this navigator, right? So as you can see here, I'm getting that navigator to show the files. So I'll click on the orders which I want. And in this case, I'll choose to do what? I'll choose to click on transform, right? Okay, I have selected the Superstore file. Instead of simply loading in the Excel, I'll choose transform data, because from here we will enter the Power Query editor and think of Power Query as a workspace where we tell Excel that this is how I want my data transformed. So let me just click on transform data, and now you will see that it's executing and we have got this file. Let me show it to you. So we got this Power Editor file, right? As you can see, the clear data representing here, right? Now if you look at the right side of the screen, you will see here applied steps. This is one of the most important concepts in Power Query, and every time I make a transformation, Power Query remembers it. For example, if I remove a column, Power Query records it. If I filter some rows, Power Query records it. If I change any data type of any column, Power Query still records it. And if I clean some text, Power Query records that too. So instead of just changing the data, I'm creating a sequence of instructions for how the data should be cleaned. And that's the real power. So let's clean the Superstore data and let's actually do it. Now suppose for my data, I do not want postal code for any analysis, that it might not help me. So what I'm going to do, I am going to remove it, right? So I'll find the column postal code, and what I'm going to do, I'll click on this file, then I'll right click and I'll say I removed. Now you see, as soon as I have removed it, on the right hand side you will see the Power Query has recorded it, that I have deleted something and the instruction has been saved in Power Query with the name removed column, because I have removed a column, right? Now I'll select the relevant column, and I also would like to remove the duplicates. I hope you remember in one of the previous session where we got to know that okay, some of the order IDs can be repetitive also, right? As you can see here, I can see, right? That should be unique, right? Why I need to record the same data again and again, right? So what I can do, I can click on this a column, right click, and I'll say what? I'll say remove duplicates. You see, it has recorded. That is the power of the Power Query, right? Okay. Now let's say also I'm interested in viewing a data only for a one region data, right? So I click on this region and I select only West region. Just an example, right? Okay, filtered row. Still the Power Query is recording it, right? Now let's look at our data types also, right? Because it is also very important. We need to make sure that this order date should be in date format. If it is not, then I need to convert that, right? So I'll right click on that, and what I'm going to see, change data type, and it's already in date, because it, by the time I've transformed the data, it has already changed it. But what if in case if I remove this, right, instruction from my Power Query, and now if I'll check it, the change type, it's showing text. That means it might be possible the time you load your data here, it might not assign the correct data type. So yes, we can change that. Okay, let's suppose I want to change it to date. I say insert, and it has changed it again, right? You clearly see. For ship date also we can confirm that. I'll right click on the change type. It is in the text, so I will click on the change and into the date format, right? Now I hope you also remember one more thing, that it might be possible that customer's name have spaces in that, right? And we can use a trim function for the same. Okay, that removes the extra spaces from the name. But in here I'll just right click on that, and what I'll do, I'll go to this transform, and I'll say I'll apply trim. So just with just one click, the trim function applied on the entire column, and it is also getting recorded. So Excel has interpreted something, and we can change the data type directly in Power Query, right? Okay, so with this I can also standardize my text also, right? For example, if you feel that in segment sector, whatever the different segments we have, I want it to be uppercase, I'll do that for it, right? Okay, if it is necessary. Okay, just show you that how we can do. Now notice what just happened. I did not clean 10 rows, I did not clean 100 rows. I told Power Query apply this transformation to the entire column, and that's exactly how we want to think as a data analyst. So don't repeat the task, build the process, and the moment the Power Query becomes powerful, you see we have performed several transformations. We remove columns, we remove duplicates, we filter data, we change data types, we clean text, and Power Query has remembered all of them in the applied steps. So now once we complete this task, we made it learn that this is the process you need to follow. So I'll click on close and load, right? So once you say click save and load, I'll go to my Excel again, right? And you see that the data has loaded here. Okay, and you see after transformation I got this data here present. Perfect, that I am able to see here, right? So Power Query has remembered everything, and my clean data now comes to back to the Excel. Now I can use it for pivot tables, charts, dashboards, KPIs, and further analysis. But what happens if my manager sends me a new file on next Monday? Do I need to repeat all those cleaning tasks? No, that's the whole point. The transformation process has already been created. The applied steps that we have to follow, right? Or a Power Query have to follow whenever a new data comes. So Power Query can apply those transformations again. The new data means I'll get same column, same data, but obviously we'll have some process that I need to follow. So instead of like raw data manually cleaning the analysis, every single week we are building raw data, Power Query, clean data, and then analysis. This is a completely different way of working. So if you are learning Excel for data analytics, don't think of Power Query as just another Excel feature. Think of it as your data preparation pipeline, because real data analysts don't want to spend their time repeatedly cleaning the same data set. They want to automate the repetitive task and spend more time finding the insights. So remember this workflow. You get the data, you transform it, you clean it, you load it, and you refresh it. So next time if I'll get this data again, I'll just refresh it. Okay. And the same process will be applied on the new data also. So in this lesson, we did talk about Power Query. Uh, I hope that it is clear with the process that we have followed, right? So that's all from my side for today's session. Follow Mind Excite for more videos. Thank you.